Welcome to Intellectual Conversations Made Easy, Volume 2. This book is an extraordinary exploration of the ideas and principles that have shaped human understanding. This book delves into five central pillars: philosophy, science, art, religion, and love, to unravel the essence of human existence and inspire readers to think critically about life's profound questions. Through engaging narratives and relatable examples, the author presents timeless wisdom alongside modern dilemmas, making complex topics accessible to all. The book seamlessly blends history, culture, and personal insight to provide a holistic perspective on how these five domains influence our lives. Whether it's Socrates' pursuit of self-knowledge, Galileo's quest to unveil the cosmos, or the transformative power of art, religion, and love, each chapter invites readers to reflect on the forces that shape our individual and collective journeys. Let's get started. Part 1 introduces philosophy. Who are we, and why do we exist? Philosophy is the study of life's essence and the reasons for human existence. Western philosophy emphasizes rational thinking and the relentless questioning of existence and truth. Socrates famously said, "Know thyself," presenting self-reflection as the starting point of philosophical inquiry. He used the method of dialectic, or the midwifery method, to expose ignorance and help others arrive at enlightenment. This approach transcends the mere acquisition of knowledge, guiding individuals to discover the life they truly desire. Plato, Socrates' student, expanded on his teachings with his theory of forms. Plato argued that the world we perceive is merely a shadow of reality, and true knowledge resides in the ideal world of forms. For instance, Plato's allegory of the cave symbolically depicts humans as trapped in a world of shadows, mistaking illusions for reality. Those who engage in philosophical thinking can escape the cave and discover the truth. This allegory remains relevant today, prompting us to question whether the information and beliefs we accept in everyday life represent genuine truth. Eastern philosophy, in contrast, focuses on the harmony between humans and nature, prioritizing the pursuit of life's essence. Confucianism emphasizes moral responsibility in human relationships and societal harmony, encapsulated in the phrase, "Cultivate the self, manage the family, govern a nation, and bring peace to the world." Confucius declared, "The noble person seeks justice, while the petty person seeks personal gain," underscoring the importance of a virtuous life. Buddhism identifies attachment as the root of human suffering and offers the Eightfold Path as a guide to overcoming it. Right thoughts, right speech, and right actions are among the practices that help individuals transcend suffering and achieve enlightenment. Meanwhile, Taoism advocates for a life aligned with the natural flow of the universe, encapsulated in the concept of wu wei, non-action or effortless action. For instance, Laozi's Tao Te Ching states, "The highest good is like water," suggesting that an ideal life is one of resilience and adaptability, mirroring water's characteristics. These philosophies encourage reflection on how humans, as part of nature, can live in harmony with it. Modern philosophy challenges established value systems and asserts that individuals must create their own meanings in life. Friedrich Nietzsche declared, "God is dead," signaling the collapse of traditional religious and moral authority. He argued that humans must construct their own lives and create new values, encapsulated in his concept of the Übermensch, Overman, or Superman. Similarly, Martin Heidegger described humans as beings thrown into the world and emphasized the importance of discovering existential meaning within the finite nature of life. The author asserts that these philosophical traditions are not mere intellectual exercises but profound tools that enable individuals to understand themselves and actively shape their lives. Part 2 introduces science, the light and shadow of progress. Science arose from humanity's quest to understand the natural world and improve life. It has delivered profound insights and transformative advancements, yet its journey has been marked by conflict, unintended consequences, and ethical dilemmas. Galileo Galilei was a pivotal figure in the history of science, using the telescope to observe celestial bodies and validate the heliocentric model proposed by Copernicus. His findings, such as the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus, challenged the geocentric model long supported by the Catholic Church. Despite facing intense opposition and being condemned as a heretic, Galileo persisted in his pursuit of truth. His eventual house arrest symbolizes the historical clash between scientific progress and institutional authority. Isaac Newton further advanced science with his mathematical principles of natural philosophy, which introduced the law of universal gravitation and the three laws of motion. Newton's work revolutionized our understanding of the physical world and laid the groundwork for the Industrial Revolution. The development of the steam engine, based on Newtonian mechanics, transformed industries and enabled mass production. This era of industrialization brought unparalleled economic and technological growth, but also introduced challenges like pollution, labor exploitation, and growing socioeconomic divides. In the modern era, science continues to expand human potential, often accompanied by complex ethical challenges in big three categories. First, gene editing technologies. CRISPR, a groundbreaking tool for genetic modification, has enabled scientists to treat genetic disorders and explore new medical frontiers. However, it has also raised concerns about misuse. In 2018, a Chinese scientist edited embryos to make them resistant to HIV. While the intent was to protect future generations, the experiment sparked global outcry over the ethical implications, such as long-term health risks and the potential for a future dominated by genetic inequality through designer babies. Second, artificial intelligence and moral dilemmas. Artificial intelligence, AI, is transforming industries and everyday life, yet it poses profound moral questions. Autonomous vehicles, for instance, must be programmed to handle ethical dilemmas, such as choosing between sacrificing one passenger or multiple pedestrians in an unavoidable accident. These scenarios force society to confront competing ethical frameworks like Kant's deontology, which prioritizes individual rights, and Bentham's utilitarianism, which seeks the greatest good for the greatest number. Third, climate change and environmental responsibility. The industrial and technological advances that have driven human progress have also contributed to an environmental crisis. Climate change, fueled by industrial emissions, deforestation, and unsustainable consumption, threatens ecosystems, biodiversity, and human livelihoods. Rising global temperatures have caused polar ice caps to melt, leading to rising sea levels that endanger coastal communities worldwide. The crisis underscores the need for sustainable innovation and equitable global cooperation to mitigate its effects. The author highlights the dual-edged nature of science. It is a force for innovation and human progress, but its misuse can lead to devastating consequences. As society continues to embrace scientific advancements, it must also prioritize ethical accountability and sustainability to ensure that progress benefits humanity and respect the planet. Part 3 introduces art. Art is one of humanity's oldest and most profound ways of expressing emotions, telling stories, and exploring the essence of life. It transcends language and culture, connecting people across time and space. From the earliest cave paintings to modern-day installations, art has continually reflected the emotions, values, and aspirations of its creators and their societies. Art's roots can be traced back tens of thousands of years, when early humans began documenting their experiences and imagination through visual representation. Cave paintings, some of the oldest known artworks, reveal humanity's initial attempts to connect spiritually and socially. For example, the Lascaux cave paintings in France, estimated to be over 17,000 years old, depict hunting scenes, animals, and abstract patterns. These artworks not only captured the daily life of prehistoric humans, but also serve as ritualistic or spiritual expressions, potentially intended to ensure successful hunts or honor the natural world. This suggests that even in its infancy, art was more than mere decoration. It was a tool for understanding and shaping the human experience. As societies evolved, so did art, mirroring the cultural and intellectual currents of the time. The Renaissance marked a pivotal moment in the history of art, as it shifted from the religious dominance of the Middle Ages to a focus on humanism and individuality. Artists began to celebrate the human form, intellect, and emotions, using perspective and realism to create lifelike works that capture the essence of humanity. Michelangelo's David is a towering example of Renaissance art, depicting the biblical hero with unparalleled anatomical precision and emotional depth. This sculpture not only showcases Michelangelo's mastery of marble, but also reflects the Renaissance belief in the potential and beauty of the human body and spirit. Similarly, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa exemplifies the Renaissance's emphasis on capturing human emotion and psychology. Her enigmatic smile and lifelike portrayal demonstrate how art transcended technical skill to delve into the complexities of the human soul. These works symbolize the Renaissance's celebration of humanity and its quest for knowledge and perfection. The advent of industrialization and rapid societal change in the 19th century brought new challenges and inspirations for artists. Impressionists, in particular, sought to break free from traditional academic art by focusing on fleeting moments, light, and atmosphere. Their work often depicted scenes of everyday life, capturing the beauty of the mundane in a rapidly changing world. Claude Monet's impression, Sunrise, gave the Impressionist movement its name and embodies its core principles. The painting's loose brushstrokes and emphasis on light and color over detail reflect a shift in focus from rigid representation to capturing the essence of a moment. Monet and his contemporaries rebelled against conventional techniques, reflecting the broader societal changes brought about by industrialization and urbanization. Impressionism paved the way for further experimentation in art, leading to movements like Expressionism, Cubism, and Surrealism. Each of these styles pushed boundaries, challenging audiences to rethink their perceptions of reality and the role of art in society. Contemporary art, exploring the inner world and society. In the modern era, art has become increasingly diverse, experimental, and abstract. Artists now use unconventional mediums and techniques to explore human emotions, challenge social norms, and comment on global issues. Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night is a powerful example of art as a medium for emotional expression. The swirling night sky and vibrant colors convey the artist's inner turmoil, transforming his personal struggles into a universally resonant masterpiece. Van Gogh's work demonstrates art's capacity to turn pain and suffering into beauty and connection. Contemporary art often serves as a mirror to society, addressing topics such as inequality, environmental issues, and identity. For example, installation art and digital media have opened new possibilities for immersive experiences, allowing audiences to engage with art in dynamic and personal ways. Street art, as seen in the works of Banksy, critiques political and social issues, proving that art can still inspire change and spark dialogue. The purpose and power of art. The author emphasizes that art is not merely about aesthetics or entertainment. It is a vital means of self-expression, societal critique, and human connection. Art allows us to explore what it means to be human, to grapple with our emotions, and to understand the world around us. It can heal, inspire, and provoke, serving as both a reflection of and a response to the human condition. Whether it is the timeless beauty of the Mona Lisa, the rebellious innovation of impression, sunrise, or the raw emotion of Starry Night, art reminds us of the power of creativity to transcend time and space. It invites us to see the world and ourselves with fresh eyes, making it an indispensable part of the human experience. Part 4 introduces religion. Humanity's spiritual journey. Religion arises for humanity's quest to find meaning in life and connect with transcendence. It has been a cornerstone of human existence, shaping cultures, guiding moral frameworks, and offering solace in the face of life's uncertainties. From its early roots in animism and shamanism to the establishment of world religions, the evolution of religious belief reflects humanity's enduring need to understand the mysteries of existence and our place in the universe. In ancient times, humans turned to spirituality as a way to explain natural phenomena and cope with the unpredictability of life. Spiritual beliefs often revolved around nature, with early humans attributing sacredness to elements like the sun, moon, and animals. Shamanism, one of the earliest forms of religion, involved shamans acting as intermediaries between the human and spiritual worlds. Shamans performed rituals to interpret natural events, heal the sick, and ensure the well-being of their communities. Their role highlights how early religion was deeply intertwined with survival and community cohesion. These early spiritual practices were not merely superstitions but sophisticated attempts to make sense of the world. They laid the foundation for the development of more organized and codified religious systems. As societies grew and became more complex, religions evolved into structured systems with comprehensive teachings and ethical codes. These religions offer distinct paths to understanding life's purpose and achieving spiritual fulfillment. Christianity is centered on love, forgiveness, and the redemptive power of sacrifice. At its heart is the belief in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, whose crucifixion and resurrection symbolize salvation from sin and reconciliation with God. The Sermon on the Mount, one of Christianity's most famous teachings, emphasizes moral virtues such as humility, compassion, and mercy. The Beatitudes, a key part of this sermon, outline blessings for those who embody these virtues, reflecting Christianity's focus on ethical living and spiritual grace. Buddhism identifies attachment and desire as the root causes of human suffering. To overcome this, it prescribes the Eightfold Path, a set of practices aimed at cultivating wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The Eightfold Path includes principles like right thought, right action, and right mindfulness. These practices guide individuals toward enlightenment, breaking free from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Islam teaches submission to Allah as the path to spiritual fulfillment. Its teachings, based on the Quran, emphasize communal responsibility, spiritual discipline, and devotion. The five pillars of Islam, faith, prayer, almsgiving, fasting, and pilgrimage, form the core practices of the religion, guiding adherents in their relationship with Allah and their obligations to others. Each of these religions offers a unique perspective on life's ultimate questions, yet they share a common goal: to help individuals transcend their limitations and align with a higher purpose. While religion has provided spiritual comfort and ethical guidance, it has also been a source of conflict and division throughout history. The Crusades, a series of religious wars initiated by the Catholic Church, were framed as a mission to reclaim the Holy Land from Islamic rule. However, these campaigns were often driven by political and economic motives, resulting in immense violence and suffering. Similarly, the Spanish Inquisition used religion as a justification for persecution and control, targeting those deemed heretical. In modern times, religious extremism has led to global tensions, as groups misuse spiritual teachings to justify violence and exclusion. These examples highlight the dual nature of religion. It can inspire profound acts of compassion and unity, or fuel division and discord. Religion's role in modern society is significant despite its historical challenges. It provides individuals with a sense of purpose, belonging, and ethical direction. Religious organizations often lead humanitarian efforts, such as providing aid during natural disasters, supporting refugees, and addressing poverty. Faith-based initiatives frequently emphasize compassion and service, demonstrating religion's enduring capacity to foster good. However, in an increasingly pluralistic world, the coexistence of diverse religious beliefs requires critical reflection and mutual respect. It is important to interpret religious teachings in ways that promote dialogue, inclusivity, and understanding. By focusing on shared values rather than differences, religion can serve as a unifying force rather than a divisive one. Religion has a profound role in shaping human civilization and offering spiritual solace. At its best, it uplifts individuals and communities, providing ethical frameworks and a connection to something greater than oneself. However, it is essential to critically examine religion to prevent it from being misused as a tool for oppression or division. By approaching religion with a balanced perspective, humanity can harness its potential for good while addressing its historical and contemporary challenges. Part 5 introduces love, the essence of human connection. Love is one of the most profound emotions that defines and shapes human relationships. It serves as a bridge between individuals, enabling connection, empathy, and mutual growth. Throughout history, philosophers, psychologists, and artists have sought to understand love's complexities, categorizing its forms, exploring its psychological dimensions, and examining its transformative power. Plato viewed love as more than an emotion. It was a force that propels individuals toward higher ideals of truth and beauty. In his Symposium, he described love as a ladder of ascent, beginning with physical attraction and culminating in the love of pure, eternal beauty. Plato categorized love into three forms: eros, which is romantic and passionate love driven by physical desire and emotional intensity; philia, which is friendship and mutual respect, characterized by companionship and shared values; and agape, which is unconditional, selfless love that transcends personal gain. For Plato, love was not simply a personal emotion, but a transformative journey that connects individuals to something greater than themselves. Psychologists have expanded on philosophical views of love, framing it not just as an instinct, but as a skill that can be cultivated. Eric Fromm argued that love requires effort, understanding, and practice. He rejected the idea that love is something people fall into by chance, and instead described it as an active concern for the growth and well-being of the beloved. For Fromm, love is a mutual process that requires emotional maturity, self-discipline, and a willingness to prioritize the needs of others. Fromm's perspective contrasts with a modern tendency to romanticize love as fleeting or to commodify it as a consumable experience. True love, he asserted, is not about personal gratification but about nurturing a bond that fosters growth in both individuals. Fromm also emphasized the importance of self-love as a prerequisite for loving others. Genuine self-love, in his view, is not narcissistic but involves self-respect and a deep understanding of one's strengths and limitations. Modern society often idealizes love, presenting it as the ultimate solution to life's challenges while simultaneously reducing it to superficial or transactional exchanges. Popular media frequently portrays love as an uncontrollable force of passion or destiny, overshadowing the hard work and emotional vulnerability required to sustain meaningful relationships. Additionally, the commodification of love, evident in the rise of dating apps and matchmaking services, often turns relationships into consumer products, emphasizing convenience and superficial compatibility over emotional depth. Despite these trends, true love is far more profound. It transcends fleeting satisfaction and involves a deep commitment to understanding, supporting, and growing alongside another person. The relationship between Helen Keller and her teacher and Sullivan illustrates love's transformative power. Sullivan's selfless dedication to Keller's education and emotional well-being enabled Keller to overcome her disabilities and achieve remarkable success. Their bond exemplifies how love can be a force for profound change, fostering resilience and mutual development. Love's ability to transform individuals and relationships lies at the heart of its significance. It fosters empathy, compassion, and a sense of belonging, helping people navigate life's challenges together. Love also serves as a mirror, reflecting both the strengths and vulnerabilities of those who share it. In the context of family, friendships, and romantic partnerships, love creates spaces for growth, healing, and connection. In the context of community and altruism, love often extends beyond personal relationships. Acts of kindness, charity, and self-sacrifice are manifestations of agape, the selfless love that elevates both giver and receiver. These acts remind us of love's potential to unite and inspire humanity. The author emphasizes that love is not merely an emotion, but a fundamental part of what it means to be human. It connects us to others, challenges us to grow, and provides meaning in a complex and often chaotic world. By understanding love in its various forms, romantic, platonic, and selfless, we can cultivate deeper relationships and a greater sense of purpose. Love is not without its challenges, but it remains one of humanity's most powerful and transformative forces. Finalizing Intellectual Conversations Made Easy, Volume 2. This book is more than a collection of knowledge. It is a guide to understanding the forces that shape human existence and inspire meaningful reflection. By exploring the 5 pillars of philosophy, science, art, religion, and love, the book offers readers a holistic framework for examining life's most fundamental questions. Each section illuminates a different aspect of human experience, weaving together history, culture, and personal insight. The author masterfully demonstrates how philosophy challenges us to seek truth and purpose, science expands our understanding of the universe while urging ethical accountability, and art provides a means to express emotions and confront the essence of existence. Religion connects us to transcendence and morality, offering solace and community, while love reminds us of the profound connections that bind us to one another and to ourselves. Through these pillars, Sae Rang conveys a central message. The pursuit of knowledge is not an end in itself, but a tool for personal growth and societal transformation. The book encourages readers to think critically, question assumptions, and engage deeply with the world around them. By understanding these foundational aspects of human life, we can cultivate wisdom, empathy, and a sense of purpose. The author's insight is clear. Life's greatest meaning is found not in individual accomplishments or material wealth, but in the connections we form, the truths we seek, and compassion we show. This book is an invitation to embark on a journey of intellectual and emotional discovery, helping us navigate the complexities of modern life while staying rooted in timeless principles. As the author concludes, the ultimate goal is not to simply acquire knowledge, but to live a life of understanding, integrity, and fulfillment. This is a book that inspires us to embrace the richness of the human experience, transform ourselves, and contribute to a more thoughtful and connected world. Thank you for your time, and please feel free to leave your comment or anything you would like to suggest or discuss. We will see you again with the next book. Appreciate your subscription and like. Thank you.